Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smithley, the Black Quant Edge VTF here, T3 Live with this week's market wrap-up and SPY going inside week. And so, when you get these weeks like this, and then we got a short week next week, no game on Monday, what we do have is the potential of the inside momentum hammer, and what that means is that they attempted the downside, but the opening closes back up towards the high. So anybody stayed short hoping this thing rolls over, they did not get what they want. There would be stops here, here, and here, or at least mental stops. So that would be potentially good, as we've been waiting for, some people have, Dow Jones Industrials, and to try and hit 20,000. You can see this inside week there. If we go to the diamonds, like I said, when you're watching these things that are staying inside week, don't overthink it, because when the VIX is this low, and the VIX is low, that oftentimes these small bursts will appear on your screen as bigger moves, because the way software draws charts is that when things are slow, those bars get bigger as time goes by to fill up your screen, but really doing nothing. And you can see this if you try to trade the diamonds here, and you're just getting chopped up. So now we have the equilibrium inside week for the diamonds, inside week for the SPY. Qs was the spot. Qs, no problem there, going to the highs. And the small cappers been doing, like I said, nothing. The best thing about this is the small cappers do attempt to go down and come back up. And you can see this multiple bar inside pattern. So even though what I mean by that, and I do have a coaching session coming up here next month. Hopefully you guys can join me for that. If you want to learn more about this stuff I'm talking about, I think you should. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks completely within this bar's range. It's a multiple inside pattern, right? So we want to see how can it possibly get out of that, all right? So we'll see. So we've got the diamonds and the SPY to show us the inside week breaks. Small cappers multiple there, so we'll see how that goes. If we go to like financials, I've been talking about trying to get out of here. Doji on the week. We've been waiting for this, waiting for it, and what do we get? We got nothing. All right? Nothing. Oh, the earnings are out, and it's just still stuck in this range in here. So that's going to need to change. We've got crude doing nothing. Here, crude doing nothing. Here you go. Right here, middle of the range on the weekly. Here, it comes back up into this stuff, so still would need to get out of here. The good thing is you got a slight higher high here. And now you got the slight lower lows down in here, and attempts to come back up. And so it's not great, but right back in the middle of all this stuff, and that's why you're getting no help from the XLE. XLE goes down a bit, and OYH here. So the oils certainly won't help, and financials did nothing. But it was the Qs, and as we've been talking about to start off the year, these inside month breaks, and we got the inside month break in the Facebook. Inside month to the upside. You got the Amazon inside month to the break to the upside. So that stuff's good. And we initially got the IBB here, and it is slightly inside month and up. Then Trump came out and tried to mess it all up. And so as we've seen, when you have this big of a range to get out of, right, to not be 2 bar inside of this, you got to be aware of any time things go red on you and start changing. So you got Trump coming here, smacking her down. And much like we've seen in this IBB range for a long time, it's case-by-case basis. Right now, Amgen. And once again, I talk about this stuff in the weekend video. You can find that on my Twitter, @RobinTheBlack, or my YouTube, Smiths in the Black, all one word on YouTube. And I go into a lot of this stuff more in depth. But Amgen here joins the party of a lot of them inside month and up in the IBB stuff, and now goes inside week. And so what that means is this inside week is either a rest from this buying, going for the measured move, or an exhaustion of the buying. It drops back in. We all go do nothing again, because what we've seen over and over and over again in IBB stuff is case-by-case basis. So you got GILD inside week, but still walking down the lows, right? And you got stuff like Clovis that went rev strat to the upside, inside bar countered with hammer up. TSRO here is still inside month and up and going toward the highs. And then you've got stuff like Perigo here, still riding the lows, month and down, and you've got stuff like, the Teva, which is not actually a biotech, but pharmaceutical, and watching a bunch of that stuff, still, horrible. So that's good, because we can identify where we want to be, as opposed to trying to chase after everything that's going. But right now, you got inside week in SPY, you got inside week in diamonds, and that stuff you're going to want to know about. You're going to have gold here, fight and comeback. 3 weeks up here. So for the month here to start off the year, at least coming back up into that range and GDX comes back up through that stuff. So a few things here and there, but these inside weeks I'll be going through in the weekend. But certainly they need to break, and then they need to stay outside of that. Otherwise, they come back. Another thing that when I talk about the rev strats, and that's what I mean about coming back, is Tesla. And Tesla also coming back up, and you can't see this until I show you this other chart here. So as I have talked about in a video I made about the macro stuff to start off the year, is this Tesla's a rev strat quarter. That means these are all represent 3 months. Inside 3 months, came back, rallied back into that range, and so the rev strat is in force for the next 3 months, so long as this thing is over 223.80, and so we got a nice rally going out of that so far. But all this stuff matters. I got a coaching session coming up next month, end of this month, and into next month, and I believe a webinar next week. So I mean, if you guys want to learn more about this stuff, because I tweeted out all day long, myriad of setups. Once you understand how price action really works, you really understand exactly how much stuff there is to do every day, and that's why when you follow my Twitter feed, we're blasting it all day. So, all right, I hope everybody had a great week. Enjoys a really nice long weekend in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King, and that's going to do it for this week. All right, everybody, I'm Rob Smith, the In the Black Quantage VTF here at T3 Live.